What an incredible team. When D'Angelo said he was, 30,000 out. We were, I don't know how much out, 20,000 or so. And when our team rallied, our upline, we have a great upline. Thank you, everyone. I don't want to call names because I'll forget them. I'll miss somebody, but I love you guys. And then our downline, I don't even like using the term downline because you guys are just a part of us. You're our team. And you all contributed to getting us here. That's what it's all about. But I thank our team. We have a great team. And now my love. Sherry heard somewhere that if you're going to be an ambassador, you got to make 100 calls a day. Josh, did she do it? I'm going to be real quick because I don't want to take no time away from her. But we talk about life and life happens. December 6th, I lost my best friend. He was a coworker. We worked out together, a friend of 19 years, December 6th. December 21st, we were in a motorcycle wreck. And the hard part about it was my fault, and she was on the back. In our business, we lost a third of our volume. We've seen our business just get tanked. So like you've heard other people say, life happens, life hits you. And then what are you going to do with it? I mean, what are you going to do? We could have been down and out. We could have been done. And January rolled around. Sherry, she got on a roll. It's like, it's ambassador time. I'm done playing. I guess you could say I'm the caboose. I kind of go along. I help her. But she got on a tear. I'm telling you, you all that are on our team know how much she talked to everybody, called everybody, and
even resurrected
people. But I don't want to take any more of her time. We got a great team, but we do have a superstar here too. She is a rock star, my wonderful, lovely wife, Sherry.
You know our story, but I'm going to bore some of you again with it because I'm just so appreciative. And Carla is the one who made that call, and I am so forever grateful for her because of the fact that it's kind of funny because every story is a good story, but my story is I grew up working in a nursing home, and although I know that was my calling at one time, I know that this is my new calling, and I love every minute of it. But I want to say thank you to Carla because she cared enough. She was my nail tech at the time, and I had lost my job. Well, actually, I took a job because my passion was marketing. And I worked 6 months. The economy hit. I was the last one hired, first one fired. And I was unemployed for 2 years. I'm talking 2 years. And I've always had 1 to 2 jobs. Never have I ever been unemployed for 2 years. And I'm like, God, really? I know I'm a slow learner sometimes, but seriously, 2 years? So Carla called me, and I really wasn't keen on the idea of me being dependent. The income in my household, helping my husband, I wasn't keen on the idea of it being solely on me and my, progress and how I could do it. So I was thinking, let me just go find a nursing home position. That's what I really need to do because that's what I'm used to. So I told her no and no and no. And every time I went to go do my nails, she was so passionate about it. She loved it. And I was like, okay, girlfriend, your passion isn't mine. And I'm done. I quit going to her because I was sick of hearing about it. And I was like, for real? So talk about God, just putting it out there. I literally went to go get my hair done. And the nail tech moved in with a hairdresser. I was like, oh, great. So I quit going to Carla. Now I look at her, and she's lost 2 pant sizes. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome. So I had to stay safe and, go up and, hey, how's it going? And I said, so how are you losing your weight? And she told me it was Visalis. And I'm like, okay. now I get to talk to my husband about this and drag him to a challenge party because I knew that, you know, if I did something like this, he would have to be on board with me. Well, we met up with Carrie and Jen at Panera, and he tasted a shake and loved it, and they talked us into going to a challenge party. Still didn't know. Still, you know, yeah, right, it builds muscle and you can lose weight at the same time. Yeah, I've been working out for a real long time and I've never heard of that before, but it does work. So, but anyway, normally if we don't know, we don't go. And we went. I said, you know what, Dave, if you loan me the money, I'll start it. And he was like, I don't care what you do, you're going to pay me the money back. So he literally, we did. I actually paid it back in 3 weeks. I did what my upline said because I've never done the business before, and I qualified for my BMW in 5 weeks. So my skeptic husband is driving to Jacksonville, your event, Carrie and Jen, and Ibrahim and Melva was actually doing their ambassador walk. Do you want to say a word?
Well, and I think I mentioned it earlier in the training, you know, totally, this hit us like a whirlwind. It's like, what in the world did you get us into? I mean, really. And I didn't believe much in it. I'll be honest with you. I was probably the biggest skeptic here. Me and Roman argue about who was bigger. But I claim I was the biggest.
He's driving the BMW, being like, yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm driving the car and still wondering, okay, so we have it now, we'll probably have to give it back next month, right? And, you know, like I said earlier, I think the event really is where the belief came in, and Abraham did a great job on the belief, and that is such a huge part of his business. It changed, the event changed me. I came out of there totally different.
Okay, so events are huge, guys, because I did not believe that I could do this. So I did find another nursing home position as an activity director making $21 an hour. A month after I started, we drove to the nursing home, or to Jacksonville, and after that, I was able to talk to my husband about quitting my job. I gave a 2-month notice because he was actually won over, and after that amount of time, I was making more on my part-time thing than I was my full-time $21 an hour job. And I knew when I walked in there that my boss was going to think I was crazy because he knew I was unemployed for 2 years. So this is the real deal, guys. This is the vehicle to get you to your dreams. And let me tell you, I can dream and it not feel like a pipe dream. You know, I can wake up every morning. And Joyce Meyer says she has her own show, and it says, enjoy everyday life. I can now enjoy everyday life because I'm living my own life. I'm not living someone else's. And I'm in control of the finances that can come into this house, and I don't have to be told we don't have a 3% raise for you this year. Okay?
All right.
You guys, every single one of you, wherever you are at, you are leaders in this room right here and right now, whatever level you're at. And each step is a preparation for who you are and what you want to be. And all I can tell you is make a list of a leader, the qualities that you like in a leader, and be that leader. You've got to really choose to be positive because we're all negative by nature, okay?
Right.
If you don't think you can be up here, you ain't going to be up here. I'm going to tell you it feels really good to be up here, though, okay? So that Abraham has, you've got to get it, and you have to instill it in your heart. And don't let anybody take away from that. Don't let anybody discourage you from that because with God, all things are possible. Yes, you believe. It's in the Word. And everything about Like Sabbath is lateral with the Word without preaching. Think about it.
She's got to preach on them.
So anyway, I'm sorry, but I mean, no, I'm not sorry. Just be open to growth. Okay, open. You're going to find things through journey. You're going to find out about yourself. Be willing to change, okay? It's okay if you have a disappointment. Life happens every single day. It's your choice. It's your choice how underneath it is. And David, actually, this is huge, but he taught me one big thing. In your mountain of problems, how big is that in your world? It could be ginormous, but where is your God? Is he bigger, or is he this little thing just engulfed in all of this problem? You've got to focus on him, and then your problems are, you're looking down at him going, what? Seriously, just try to focus and don't lose yourself in this, because it's all about him, and it's all about serving other people.
Thank you, guys. I love that.